If you have a 2018 through 2025 Nissan Leaf and you're trying to set your climate control timer, this is the video for you. We're going to go over the instructions on how to do that. Hi there, my name is Mike. I'm from Greenway Electric. I wanted to show you how to set the climate control timer for your Nissan Leaf from 2018 through 2025. And the purpose of setting your climate control timer is so that the car will be pre-warmed or pre-cooled before you get into the vehicle. And it will be set on a timer based on how you set it. So you can set it by day and by time, and you can set it to cool or to heat. Actually, you can set a specific temperature, and it's going to do that. And whether you're plugged in or not plugged in, it's going to provide you some heating or cooling in advance. Although if you are not plugged in, it's not going to provide you as much heating or cooling. But if you're plugged in, it's going to set your temperature to what you desire. So it's especially handy if you have a cold winter and you want to warm up the cabin before you jump into the car. It's very handy that way. And additionally to that, what it's going to be doing is pulling power from the wall outlet. So if you have it plugged in, it's going to be using that power, and you can direct it to tell it whether or not you want it to use any battery power or not. So if you're planning to leave with 100% charge, and you still want it pre-warmed, you can pre-warm it up to the limit of the power that comes out of the outlet, but you can preserve your battery power. Or if you have tons of battery power and you have lots of range for the day, you can tell it to use the battery power as well and run the heater at full speed and give you lots of heat so you have a nice pre-warmed car. Okay, so let's go jump into the car and I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, so this will work on 2018 to 2025 Leafs. So if your dashboard looks like this one, then this will be suitable for you. So the first thing you need to do is just hop into the car here, and you can do this with the car on or off. So it'll show you that you need to press OK to start the car, and it looks like I took too long. So I'm going to start the car here for us to do this process. Okay. And so we're going to be using these buttons here to operate the menu on the left side of the dashboard. And so I'm on the wrong spot right now, so I'm going to need to navigate to the settings section. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go scroll here to the right. And as I keep doing that, you can see here that at the top of the screen, I'm now in the section with the gear. So I'll just do that one more time. So I'm continuing to press the right-hand side button, and it's navigating through those different options on the top. As I do this here, I'm just going to press the right-hand side button. And now I've got to the menu here we want to get to. And I'm going to want to go to the EV settings. So I'll just scroll down to EV settings. And we're using, again, this button here. And then we're going to press OK on EV settings. And then we've got all these different options available to us here. So what we want to do then is set the climate control timer to what we want to set it at. So I'm going to scroll down here again and press OK. And the timer is currently off, so we're going to press OK to switch it to on. And we're going to set our departure time. So let's say we're leaving home at 7:30, so I press OK. I'm going to use the arrows again, so I'm continuing to use these arrows, so I'm changing it. Let's say our time we're planning to leave home every day is 7:30, so it says press OK to set it. So press OK, and then you can also, of course, you can change the minutes as well. So I'll just set it at 7:30 a.m. and OK. All right, and then the next thing is you set your climate temperature. So 18 Celsius that's a bit too cool, so I like it, let's say 21 Celsius. Press OK, and then battery operation. So what that's asking you is, let's see if it gives us any instructions. No, it does not. So you can select that on or off, and what it's asking you is it should just only pull power out of the wall, or if it needs extra power aside from what it's pulling from the wall, then will you allow it to use the battery? So the question, in mild weather, it's probably not going to need to use the battery, but this presumes you have your car plugged in and you set it to depart at 7:30 a.m. And let's say it's super cold outside, it's going to turn the heater on, and the heater may be drawing more power than the wall plug has available to it. And so it's going to, depending on what you select in this option here, it's going to take some power from the battery as well, or it's going to preserve the battery at 100%. So that means if you leave this on, it's going to use the battery and it's going to really heat up your car a lot. If you switch this off just by toggling, you're just toggling this OK switch here. If you switch it off, then what it's doing is it is not using the battery. It's only using the power from the wall, and that preserves your battery at 100%. So if you need the full charge for your day's driving, then you'd want to leave this off. But if you have lots of battery range, just switch it on, and it will allow you to have a really nice warm car when you hop into it. The next section here is days, so I'll just scroll down again and press OK. And then again, these are just toggle on and off. So Sunday I don't want it, Monday I do, Tuesday I do, Wednesday it's already on, Thursday yes, Friday yes, and I scroll down, Saturday I have not scrolled that. So if I look back here again, I can see for all these different options that I've selected the ones that I want. Okay, and then we need to just go back. So we're going to press this button here, which is the go back button. So we've selected the right days. We go back, and now you can see here on the menu at the bottom, underneath days, you can say Sunday is kind of darker, but Monday through Friday are now highlighted, showing that the timer will be all only just running on the weekdays. Okay, and then when we're done, we just have to go back here, press this return button, and then the timer is set. So just to double check it, we can go back in here again. We can see that it's on. And now, now that it's on, if I go back, when I shut the car off, it's also going to tell me what's going on with the car. So I'm just going to press the off button here. Okay, so now it's telling me if I plug it in now, my charging will be done 11:50 p.m. But more importantly, the climate control timer we just set, it's set for departure time, and today is Monday, and I've set it now for Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. And if we don't like those settings, at the very bottom it does say EV settings, press OK. So you can go back in there, press OK again, and you can scroll down here and make those changes as well. You'll see that there's option to do 2 different climate control timers. Okay, so you can set another one. Let's say, let's go into here. Let's say that we're leaving work at 4:30 p.m. Okay, so let's go here. 87654 and OK, and we're going to set it for 4:30. Okay, all right, and then again I'm going to set my climate control to what I liked, which was 21. And we're going to go back here, battery operation OK, and we're going to set those days again. So I see it's kind of set to randomly here, so I'm just going to change it. Again, I'm just continuing to use these buttons, so I'm going down here, toggling on and off what I'm looking for. Saturday I'm going to toggle off. You can see Monday through Friday is toggled on, and I'm going to go back. And now we can just confirm that we have Monday through Friday is highlighted. And so we'll just go back again, and we're done setting both timers. So now I'm going to go back one more menu screen here, and so you can see here that it shows the departure timer at 7:30 a.m. It's going to show you the next timer. So when we get to work in the morning and we arrive at 8, the 7:30 timer will have already elapsed, and then it will show your next timer, which is going to be Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. But again, we can always go back here to double check to make sure everything is good. So we got climate control timer. That's the first one we set, 7:30 a.m. Monday to Friday. And then the second one is 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday as well. So you've set both of those. Okay. Maybe just one other note here. Let's say, I was presuming that you're plugged in at home. So the first one in the morning we have set for 7:30 a.m. I did set it to battery operation OK. But if you don't want to use any of your battery, we'll just switch that off. We'll just toggle it, pressing OK. But the second timer, that's when I'm at work. So if we set this and we don't plug in at work, then if we don't have this battery operation OK switched to on, then it's just not going to do anything. It's going to ignore this timer because I'm not plugged in. So I have to have it as set to on in order for it to operate. All right. So that was a little explanation about how the climate control timers work in your Nissan Leaf from 2018 to 2025. And there's a different way to do that on the older Nissan Leafs from 2011 through 2017. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. But anyways, enjoy your nice, warm, or pre-cooled car. And if you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. And I hope you found this video interesting, helpful, or informative. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you can give me a thumbs up. And consider subscribing for future videos. Thanks very much and have a great day.